Tubies, it's Amy, coming to you with my week 27 post-op update following duodenal switch surgery that I had with Dr. Enox on June 24th of 2015. At the date of my first consult, I weighed 275 pounds. I weighed 260 at the date of surgery. Last time I came to you a few weeks ago, I weighed 190 pounds, and this week I weigh 186. So down 4 pounds from the last time we checked in, and pretty happy with that loss. Honestly, that includes holiday time, where I was eating a little more freely. More about that later. And also, I just overall slowing down of the weight loss that's happening because I'm about 25 pounds from goal. And things I think naturally do sort of taper a bit. So I'm pretty happy with it. I still lost about 8 pounds last month. And I'm okay, doing all right. I'm sorry for being so absent from you guys for so long. I definitely got caught up in family visiting that I only get to see once or twice a year, and holiday cooking and festivities and some stuff going on with my dad that's good, so more on that later, but it took my time. But I'm back and glad to have picked up the accountability reins to talk to you guys again. It's good for me, definitely. Okay, so things to talk about. Well, the first is that in kind of a big self-esteem moment for me, I had my 6-month checkup post-op with my surgeon. It went great. He said that I am way ahead of schedule on weight loss, and I actually am on track to lose 100% of my excess weight, which is craziness and not my goal. I am working out pretty regularly. I wouldn't say obsessively. I take days off, and I just am enjoying running, Pilates, and a little bit of weightlifting. But I definitely have my lazy days, and the doctor was totally pleased with all of that. So I think that's just kind of working for me at this point. Plus, being in the grace period for losing just from the surgery. So it's going well. He was really, really pleased. He asked me to up my carbs a little bit for all the exercise, and asked me to work with a physician's assistant in his office that works with athletes, which I thought was absolutely insane. And I told him I'm no athlete, and he said, tell that to your body. So apparently he has a different opinion. So we'll see. But the idea of me ever being viewed as athletic is pretty trippy. Anyway, craziness. He also asked me to speak to some folks about my eating, exercise, and vitamins regimen within the, other patients and things like that. And honestly, I told him I would really be more comfortable doing that a little bit further out. I'm 6 months out. I don't really think I speak with any authority at 6 months. I'm still trying to figure this out for myself. And the only reason I share as much as I do with you guys is that you're such a sounding board for me on figuring out where I'm at with things and being, my support system. That's very different than me coming to you from on high and telling you, this is what works. And I mean, it's so personalized. Ultimately, I'm just really glad that he thought that I am doing well for myself at this stage. And that was really my goal of the appointment. So good stuff, and I definitely felt confident leaving there that I was on the right track for me. So that was good. I'm still waiting for my labs. I had a duodenal switch surgery, so my labs matter a lot. I have pretty serious malabsorptive component to my surgery. I'm going to be charting those labs compared to the labs at 3 months and the labs pre-op so that I can track trends. Because the doctors will let you know if you are out of range, like, oh, you're low on B6 or you're low on D or whatever. But they usually wait until you're low. And digging your way out of that hole is difficult. So I'm going to track trends so that if I see something trending downward, even if it's still within like low normal range or something like that, I can take care of the problem before it becomes a problem. I'm going to use like a lab tracking Excel spreadsheet or something like that. I'll kind of doctor it from ones I found on the web. If you guys, for any reason, those of you with SIPs or even even gastric bypass, anybody with a malabsorptive element to their surgery. If you're interested or you need a tracker like that, a tracking Excel spreadsheet like that, and you're interested and you can't find one, please let me know. I will be happy to share mine or share what I find when I'm doing my digging out there. So just something to keep in mind. Let's see, what else was on my list? Holiday eating. I'm learning some new things about my relationship with food. I'm not evil. Food is not evil. I am not a failure because I choose to have something that isn't on my regular plan, say for a holiday or special treat. I am consciously choosing to slow my weight loss or stop my weight loss for that day or week in exchange for the experience that I want to have. And as long as I fully acknowledge and own that that's what I'm doing, and I don't let those days pile up, I'm going to be A-okay. Historically, I really would have viewed those as failures. And I would quickly go into a, well, today's shot mode, and I'd go way off plan. My motivation to exercise would plummet. And viewed as choices, the emotional weight is gone from those decisions. And I'm more motivated to move my body to earn those extra calories to the extent that you can. And it feels better. This is probably stuff you guys have already been through, thought through, worked through. But this holiday was my time to really connect with the implications of taking responsibility for each choice I made as it happened. No autopilot, no guilt, just accountability. And it was huge. I mean, there's no question that my weight loss stalled during that time. In fact, I gained half a pound one day, or a pound. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. The point is, the next day, back on plan, things started to taper off and weight started to drop off and everything worked fine. Now, obviously, I'm still in the honeymoon period. It moves a little more easily during this time. I know that. And I'm not crediting myself with something that I'm being given a pretty serious boost of help with, but I am taking partial credit because it's those decisions and how they affect you psychologically that impact that cascading bad behavior or bad choice behavior. So, yeah, I found that to be really useful. No autopilot. And focusing on the accountability, personal accountability. Anyway, I did have a really cool NSV. And I'm not sure how this is going to come across, so I'm going to try to be really, really clear when I say it. I went on a walk. It sort of turned into a run because I was with my husky and he kind of got excited, so we started running. I got ridiculously sweaty because it was so warm this time of year. Around Christmas Day, I think it was like 70 degrees here in North Carolina. Not normal. And as I was cooling down, something dawned on me. I can't tell you how much I hated sweating when I was heavy. And that day, it didn't bother me at all. People smiled. Somebody said, good workout. And I kind of waited for that feeling of like shame for being so big that I sweat when others don't seem to, or that my body overheats from having too much insulation. And all that stuff is gone. I didn't feel it. I'm still 20 pounds from my goal, but I feel amazing. And not just physically, emotionally. Being able to let go of some of that shame and paralysis that came with the package of obesity for me was huge. Please don't misunderstand me. This should not come with obesity. If you are proudly moving your body and taking care of the vessel that each of us is lucky enough to have been given, you are amazing and don't change a friggin' thing. You're doing fantastic. But if you are somebody like me who packed a lot of emotional baggage for your journey through obesity, I just wanted you to know that you're not alone, that I did it too, and that, with some hard work through that thicket of emotional stuff, for me it got better, and I certainly think for you it will get better too. So Fingers crossed for you. And let me know how this has been for you guys. I've seen so many of you guys really boosting your activity levels past even where you thought you would be, far beyond where you thought you would be. And I just wondered, when it comes to the nitty gritty, getting sweaty, all that kind of stuff, do you feel differently about yourself, about your body now? Not how it looks, but just being sweaty, getting in there, huffing and puffing. How do you feel about that now, as opposed to when you were heavier than you are now? Curious. Okay. I gave my sister a ton of clothes at Christmas time. Not as Christmas presents, just here, please take these clothes. And I'm so glad they're going to be going to somebody who will love them as much as I did. And I tried to be really careful in the giving, because I know that can be delicate when you're kind of saying, hey, I don't need these clothes anymore, that you can convey a message of, do you want these giant clothes? I don't need them anymore. You might need them. You know, all the emotional stuff that comes with that, when that is not the message I was trying to convey, of course. But she handled it with easy grace and appreciation, because she is her, and I had no reason to worry. So this being, sorry for the snoring, my beagle is sleepy. This is my 6th month. This is also, my 2015 look back. So I'll just say that I started at 275 with a slip disc in my back, severe pain, and out of control diabetes, sleep apnea, high blood pressure. And I am now down about 90 pounds. My back is doing great. My diabetes is gone. I take no meds for that. Apnea's gone, no CPAP. My high blood pressure's gone, no meds. And what a frigging transformation. What a giant change, right? I mean, my hair loss is slowing and, well, maybe stopping. And now I'm on for the long climb back to better hair. And Cubby, sorry, he's being so loud. I took some measurements. Since starting this journey, I've lost over 42 inches around my body, 10 inches from my waist alone. That's amazing to me. And I won't give you all the details of every little measurement, but holy cow. That was a holy cow moment. My skin, as you can imagine, is pretty ghastly. I looked much better in clothes. But I wouldn't do anything differently. I mean, giving my skin time to deal with 42 inches of loss is well worth it. And I'll probably start researching plastics like this time next year. We'll see about money and everything else. But yeah, I've got time. It's hard to look at now, but I earned all of this. So, in both directions. So, big news for my family. My dad opted to have vertical sleeve gastrectomy. He's coming up on a week post-op, and he's doing great. He opted for the sleeve because he is kind of a nerdy, absent-minded physicist. Picture like kind of a Christopher Lloyd in Back to the Future. Okay, so he often forgets things in the real world, like, vitamins. And I think he knew that surgery would require things that he would have a hard time maintaining. So he opted for the sleeve to kind of help his diabetes, which is his goal out of all of this, but be something that he could maintain and take care of more easily. And not that VSGers don't have to take vitamins. They do, but it's just a different level of investment mentally and physically and financially. So I am so excited for him. He's already down like 20 pounds. And he thanked me for being the weight loss guinea pig of the weight loss surgery guinea pig of the family. And you're welcome, Papa. That's all I've got for today. Thank you guys for being amazing supportive people. You guys lift me up. You give me people to cheer for and commiserate with and celebrate with. I'm so grateful for all of you. Thank you for an absolutely transformative year, even though it's only been 6 months. And I can't wait to see what we all do with 2016. Take care, you guys. Bye.